Let's talk about a language and the power that it has for you to have an okay day or a positive day or a terrible, terrible day. The choice is yours. And this is Soraya Dana. I am your life designer, and we are here in Elevate. We're here in 7 minutes to elevate your life, to inspire you to design a life you love. And I am your life designer. I am a relationship coach, and I'm so happy to be here with you because we're talking in a three-part series of how to have an amazing day. Now, maybe you are here because you want to elevate your life, and that's what we're about to do. So I'm happy that you're here because we're talking about the power of language through this. And why is it that sometimes we have a sour day? Maybe sometimes we have something that is going wrong, something that we don't see that it really is what we want, right? There's outside circumstances that really took you on a different route where you wanted to go, and now you are doomed to have a bad, terrible, sour day, right? Maybe you got hit by a car. Hello. Or maybe your child, your spouse, your client, somebody did something that now you feel that they are to be taken to the stakes and hang high, right? However, you're still sour. So there are many circumstances that sometimes they are outside of our control, sometimes they are within our control, sometimes we get stressed out. But the point of the matter is that you're still having a bad day. And here's what you want to see is that good days don't just happen by accident. They just don't come like the Haley comet, right? That they just show up once in a while because all the stars align and now you're having a good day. It does not work like that. And you know what happens is these days get to be created. That's right, because Lord God Almighty has given you the power to create anything that you want, and that includes a good day, having a good day, and you can have a good day because these days get created. And what is that they get created today in the topic that we're talking about is language. Language is a key component of you having a day that is above the line or a day that is sour, that is horrible, where you're experiencing everything keeps going wrong and it just goes into like a snowball effect, right? It's a domino effect that everything goes wrong. And I'm here to tell you that no matter what goes wrong, you still have the power to turn it up, to make that a spiral. And we're going to be talking about here coming up soon. But what I do want to tell you is that language is very creative. So language creates your circumstances. Language can be descriptive, and language is also creative. Anytime that you are saying something, there is an emotional charge on that, right? And with that, I am going to share with you this quote that I totally love, and this goes like this. And it says, "The limits of my language mean the limits of my world. The limits of my language mean the limits of my world." And this is by Ludwig Wittgenstein. And here the question for you is, how are you limiting your world? How are you limiting the everyday? Is it because you are what you're doing, what you're saying, specifically what you're saying? Not only the thoughts that you have, but the actual words that you use are putting you above or putting you down. What you allow for you to say, even when you're angry, even when you're about to explode and you really blow the fuse, right? That takes you down. So what you want to do is understand the power of language, because when you can understand something, you can actually take control. So how are you limiting that? How are you limiting your day by what you say? I'm going to give you just a couple of pointers so that you can see. And one of them is through the complaint. Complaint is something that is going to take your power away. You take your power away because when you complain, you make yourself sometimes victims, right? We might complain that somebody is not giving us the customer service that we need, that somebody's not meeting their expectations, that or their committed outcomes as they said. So that is a different thing that we're talking about. I'm talking about complaining. When I complain myself about circumstances, I am giving my power away, because what I am saying is that I have no power. What really has the power is that which I am complaining about. Can you see that? This is very powerful. If you can make this distinction, your language can start to change, right? When I work with clients and coaching clients, we go and snipping and cutting words out of our vocabulary because they are so powerful, and you're creating that reality. Nadia said, no, Soraya, I am a cause, I am an effect here. I'm an effect because all these things are happening to me. Well, you're always a cause and effect. So are you creating the life that you want? Are you causing the day that you want by what you're saying, right? I'm going to give you a quick something else that is going to support you on you talking about what is it that your language, what is it that you can do differently. And I'm going to tell you to avoid certain words. One of these words, these 3 words, very powerful. You, always, and never. These are words that when you're talking with somebody, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your child, maybe it's a client, right? And when you are actually your personal relationships, let's say that, yeah, it escalates when you speak to your client like that. But when you speak to somebody, just when your filters are down, when you're not in a conference call, when you're not with a client, with the customer service, right? But when you are with those that are around you, where filters go, and your real you comes out, then, and you say this word, is going to backfire on you. So I am inviting you to not say this word. These are words to not use because they are going to work against you, right? You don't accomplish what you want, and there's more in depth about that. So what we're saying is that you can be the creator of your day by what you speak. I am going to invite you to choose a new language, to choose a new vocabulary, that which praises, which really gets you above the line, what uplifts, right? And if you're not, somebody said, if you're not going to say anything that construct, then don't destroy. If you're rather you not say anything that say something that you are going to regret, like breaking a pillow, right? And then just letting all those feathers out, and then good luck trying to get them back. So what is it that you want to do? Understand that while you're on this planet, there are universal laws that are present. And if you are speaking your word, and if you're saying words that are creating how you feel, then that's a life, that's a day that you're going to have. When you go and you get your own planet, you can play by your own rules. But as long as you're a guest on this one, there are universal laws that are at play. Okay, so that is what you want to do. And what I'm going to invite you is, this is a 3-part. There are some videos that are here that are going to be showing up here that you can go and click on this, because this is a 3-part on how you can have a positive day. I'm inviting you to do that. And if you want to really elevate your life, I'm inviting you to come and click on the link below here, because I have a challenge for you. I have something for you that is going to totally elevate your life. This is for you, designed for you to have the tools to be that entrepreneur, to be that solopreneur, that person that wants to rise above the line and not eat the status quo. Okay, this is Soraya Tana. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm looking forward to sharing part 3 of these episodes. And in the meantime, I'm inviting you to design a life that you love. Ciao, ciao.